Hello traders, welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy Janoy, and we're back, Jay, with one more live session of Market Outlook. Guys, in Market Outlook, this is our session where we break down the market using technical analysis as well as our experience to make a projection based on what we're seeing in the chart as to where we see the market going next from this current point. Guys, I can say, hey, it seems like every bull has got away out of the farm and they're running wild in this market. But you know, this is where you have to start get cautious, because when these bears come out, man, you will get hurt. All right, so let's jump right into the chart and see what we have to talk about here today and where we see this market going on. Guys, I'm so pumped. I'm so happy because it's been so many trades. Everything is running green. Everything is working out. You know, people is making money. I'm making money. My students making money. Our trade alert group is making money. So it's a good time. So, you know, we gotta just enjoy it, but don't get carried away. All right, so here we're looking at the ES. We got a nice chart of the ES, and guys, man, I've never really seen, you know, a market that just continued to chop higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. So, you know, it's a very interesting time. It's one of the greatest time to be alive, if you ask me. It's one of the greatest time to be a trader, if you ask me. Why? Because if you understand how to read the charts, there is so many opportunity out here, you know, to take advantage of. So let's dive into it. Guys, our last projection, our last session, we said, hey, we're looking for this market to break out of the last high we made all the way up here. And guys, on Friday, we literally clear that high. So the last projection was, all right, we run up and we failed. So now that we had started to pull back, I said, okay, when we get back into the support zone here, I'm looking for price to hold and for price to bounce and eventually test this high. If we're able to hold, we will break out and the market will run higher. If we weren't able to hold this support level, then I was looking at this pattern right here for this to be the first lower high, and then the market would have actually continued to go down. But before we were able to look that far, the market would literally have to take the support right here and then go lower. So when we got back here, we now have a one tap, two tap into the new support that was old resistance. This is critical because every time the market break out, in order for it to be safe, in order for it to be a pattern that we can rely and feel that, hey, this pattern has enough momentum, it has enough buyers, is strong, we want to see that pattern pull back, take the old resistance and turn it into new support. And then once we see that, guys, that's where we jump back in and we ride this market higher. And when we look at the chart, guys, this is exactly what we had right here. Price run up and we just keep on chopping higher. Now you will ask, or I'm asking myself, where does this market go from here? Because now we've made a new high. All right, but the new high is healthy. It's healthy. We just broke out of a little bull flag here on Friday. We popped out, we made newer highs, and guys, this is very, very critical. Now that we break out and we made new highs, what am I seeing? Why I feel like we do get some more running up? Well, on Friday, the day we made a new high, this was a pretty good close on the daily chart. All right, so yes, we have to still be cautious because we don't want this thing to roll over, which I don't see what would really roll it over right here right now. We still do have what is that called, the electoral college to actually put in their vote. But I think the market is looking ahead of everything. The market is looking and say, hey, we're about to get a vaccine. If this vaccine comes out, which is already is being rolled out, productions, is being pumped up by Moderna and Pfizer, and we have NVAX working on their stuff already. So it is a race because there's a lot of money on the line as far as it goes for this vaccine. So everybody's working hard. Everybody's trying to get it out there. So I do feel like the market is continuing to look ahead, and the market does feel like, okay, once everything can get back to normal, then companies are going to be bringing back people to work. People are going to go out spend money again like crazy. Hence, companies will be making a lot more money. Top line, bottom line, revenue, earnings are going to be looking better, and that's what keeps the market pumping. All right, so the market is looking ahead of all of this, so we have to just enjoy that right now. Okay, if we switch down and go to an hourly chart of the ES, guys, what are we seeing? We're seeing that this market is just in a very nice uptrend. On Friday, we break out of this bull flag. I did not really like this reversal candle here on the hourly, but as long as we maintain this support level like we have been maintaining, our price comes back down to this old resistance level right here. So if we pull back here and then we bounce and continue to move higher, then I am 100% confident that this market can continue to go higher. What I would implore you to do is, guys, as you make money, take the profits and lock in your profit and move into smaller position as this market runs higher and higher and higher, because everything that goes up must come down. It doesn't mean it's gonna crash and burn, but at some point the market is going to pull back. We're gonna get a short-term retracement. We're gonna get a short-term pull back to a support area, and then we will bounce and go higher from there. All right, there's nothing that I'm really seeing that's telling us, hey, the market is gonna crash and burn. It's just projecting that companies are gonna be making more money. Companies that were not doing good, for example, like the Royal Caribbeans, the Norwegian cruise airlines, guys, oil, these are all places that the big money has started to roll over into, because those sectors are somewhat still undervalued. And given that we have more clarity coming up, which is, what's the clarity? The clarity is, once the vaccine hits, then COVID-19 won't be such a major thing of concern that is going to continue being slowing production in every way possible. So I think that's a great area to still be in right now. Have some exposure to some of those cynical stocks, and ride up with them as they go up. Make sure you're protecting those profits by using your limit stops. So at what place or at what price do you no longer want to own that specific stock that you bought if things get really bad and the market starts to pull back? So if you're holding a long-term position, you can also put in that limit stop in there. So if the market pulls back and start to go too crazy, you lock in the profit, you get stopped out automatically, and that money sits in your account. Okay, so that's one way to manage your position and protect the profit as things go along. All right, so now let's jump into tech and see what the Nasdaq is telling us and where we're looking for the Nasdaq to go from here. All right, guys, the last outlook I said that, hey, I'm looking for tech to actually break out and come and test the resistance that we were having a problem with up here. All right, so when I said that, we were somewhere back inside here, and I said, hey, we just got another higher low. This was a higher low here, and this was the support level down here. So we're still big picture, or at that time we were still big picture in a channel right here. And typically, remember in the last session I broke it down that whenever the market moves in cycles, All right. If the market is bullish, you will see the market run up. The market will pause, go sideways, take a breather. Some people take a little bit of profit, and then from there, the market will look to break out and continue higher again. I also mentioned that when the market is going down, you'll see the market pull down, the market will pause, take a little breather, so some of the shorts will take some profit, and then from there the market will continue down again. That's just the cycle in terms of how price action move. And over here, that's exactly what we're seeing in this big picture move. So price run up, and then we started consolidating on a sideways basis, and I knew once that was over, we would look to see the market break out and continue to go higher. However, guys, we broke out this day, so we actually made a new high on this day. The next day we didn't follow through. The next day we did not follow through either. And then on Friday we started to get a little bit of push higher. All right. In addition, guys, I'm seeing the market moving higher on declining volume. What does that mean? It means that price is continuing to go higher and higher, but less people are interested to buy it at these levels as price continue to go higher and higher and higher. What that simply means is that there is a potential that this market may be running out of steam in the short term, or it's just possible that, you know, the bigger buyers have not got in yet. So this is just a sign to be cautious here with tech. If you're buying something in tech, make sure it has already pulled back. So if the overall market, you know, rolls, you are not, you know, at risk because you're buying something that is at a all-time high. Okay. Let's look at tech on a hourly chart, guys. Look at it. So on the hourly chart, you know, we can see that price had made the high, pulled back, and then it started to trade in this sideways box. After that, we broke out, and then we run up, eventually breaking the all-time resistance up here, popped up, and then we are not really going anywhere too fast. All right, so I would be just a little bit cautious with tech. I think the reason why, I know the reason why tech is slowing down just a little bit is because there's a lot of investors that have moved on over to the cynicals that are completely undervalued, which is like airline, and like I say, some of those crews, some of those stocks that hasn't participated. You have the XLE, which is the energy sector. I see where a lot of momentum is coming in down there. So a lot of people have moved on over from tech that was leading the way, and now they're in some of those stocks that have not done anything. All right, so that's the outlook. I'm looking for tech to continue chopping higher, but I'll be cautious. I wouldn't be too heavy. Right now, I'm still swing trading tech. I'm still swing trading oil. I'm swing trading some of the airlines and some of the things that has not participated with the overall rally. Guys, if you like this video, if you like the content, please, I'm asking you, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that when each video comes out, you'll be the first to get notified. All right, if you want to follow me, I'd see some stuff we do here and there daily. You can follow me at Trading the Chart Pro Community on Facebook. Until then, guys, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Don't risk too much. Make sure you're using your stop loss. See you in the next video.